Yeah, yeah. Bronze Bomber Biz. They told Otani, but they forgot who run this. Yeah, it's just season MVP type shit. Let's go. Judge of the bat, crowd hold their breath. Pitch coming in, that ball meant death. 4-4-2, that nuke just left. Ain't no pitcher safe when he got that cleft. Cap on low with them sleeves roll tight. He swing like thunder, gone out of sight. Otani cool, yeah, dude got flair, but Judge hit bombs that ain't even fair. Real MVP, don't need no show. 62 last year, you already know. Oppo dead in the poolside pop. Ball leave quick like he calling a cop. Real MVP, that's number 99. Y'all crown Otani, that's cute but blind. Big man cooking in that Bronx stew. You want clutch, he deliver like Uber do. Leader of the pack, capping the ship. Every at bat like a championship. He don't pitch, but he saved that pen, cause one swing might end it then and then. No time needs flash, Judge that weight, put the whole damn league on a dinner plate. Don't care who throwing, don't care what heat. Judge got that stick, make time skip a beat. Real MVP, don't need no show. 62 last year, you already know. Oppo dead at a poolside.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Jacob, what's good, my guy? Jacob says, Custodio. Real Bill P, what's up? Demon D, everybody, what's good, man? Yankees with the comeback win, man. The comeback victory. It was not looking good early, let me tell you, man. Bryan Woo, that guy's the truth. He's definitely the truth, man. He went no hit through what, 7 innings? No hit. Stroman actually got the job done. He gave up 2 earned runs, gave us I think it was what, like 5-6 innings. So no complaints there. Clayton Beater gave up a big 3-run bomb. He has not been what we hoped he'd be, right? But he still got good stuff, man. I have high hopes for Clayton Beater. I think he's gonna be good. Yeah, Stroman went 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Let me just share the screen with you guys. 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and his ERA is 6.66. Not a good number. Not a good number. Devin Williams came in, pitched great. Ian Hamilton looked good. I mean, with the exception of that 3-run home run by Beater, the bullpen actually didn't look too bad. Bryan Woo, we had no answer for the dude, man. The guy was lights out today. Jazz Chisholm broke that no-hitter in the bottom of the 8th. He breaks a no-hitter, and it kind of all unravels from there. And then once they took him out the game, the bullpen could not hold it. And we went off. Freaking Austin Wells had a great game. Giancarlo Stanton, a huge 3-run home run to get us in there, right back in there. Aaron Judge with the sac fly. Man, I could have sworn Aaron Judge was going to. I'll take the sac fly. Don't get me wrong. It's still a walk-off, but it's not a true walk-off. I was looking for a big hit or something like that. But the Yankees get it done, man. They get it done. And we needed this one. Ooh, what was that? The Blue Jays did not play today. So we should move up a half a game on them with this victory. And the Rays lost to the Boston Red Sox, as you can see in the ticker down there. So, hey, man, freaking we're right. We're in this, man. We're all right there. This team has looked totally different ever since that third game in the Mets series. The offense has looked completely different since Toronto. Like, the team is fighting, man. They're trying. They're fighting. We're right there, man. I agree. Chris the Flash was good. It was a great win. Great win. This team is right there, man. A lot of people are counting them out. Don't get me wrong. We have our issues, and we have a lot of things that needs to be addressed. But this team, man, they showing some fight right now. They are showing some fight. This time of year, the trade talks start heating up. And look, man, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like everybody's got, like I respect everybody's opinions, man, but everybody keeps saying, oh, this team or somebody said this and this. Man, we go through this every year. It's a lot of those rumors and stuff. It's nonsense, man. People are like, I got a source that said this, I got a source that said that. We'll see when it happens, right? That's how I see it, man. I try not to take everything too serious, man, because if you've been doing this for a while, man, you realize, man, that a lot of stuff that comes out of uh from Twitter or whoever's putting out stuff, man, a lot of times it's not accurate. So let's show. But I think there will be some trades coming through. There will be some trades. I think that Cashman, I really feel like Cashman wants to get this done. Like he's gonna go all in if Hal Steinbrenner allows him. I think if Hal Steinbrenner allows him to, he's willing to go all in. Look, Cashman has 2 years left. I think that Cashman's gonna retire after this, or he's gonna move on to something else. After that press conference he had, what was it, yesterday or the day before yesterday? Like, just looking at him, you could tell that the guy's been doing this over 30 years now. I think he's gonna retire, and he wants to get one before he does. That's my opinion, man. I think he's done. He's going to go out on his terms, which is just, hopefully get a championship and ride off into the sunset and be considered, whether we like it or not, one of the greatest GMs, if not the greatest GM of all time. Whether you agree with it or you don't, I mean, he will be in the Hall of Fame. Let's say what's up to the chat really quick, and then we'll get into tomorrow's matchup and everything like that. Demon D says Wells' big at bat came through. Man, those at bats, Wells at bat on the bottom of the ninth. What an at bat, man. All these guys was having good at bats. See, that's what I like to see. Taking tough pitches, right? Not swinging at the pitcher's pitch. And I would say this, right? The Empire was terrible. Let's be honest, man. They bring in the ABS for the All-Star game. Why not just fully implement it everywhere? They could do it. They got the money to get it done. Because this is ridiculous, man. A whole bunch of those backdoor sliders, man, those things weren't even close, and they were giving them the call. But freaking, we hit their bullpen good, and their bullpen's tough. Munoz, who's an all-star, we rocked him. He has a good fastball. I don't know why he wasn't throwing the fastball. Beats me, man, but we were on it. We were on it, man. Demon D says, Aiden, what's up, man? Aiden Davila, what's good, man? Andrew, what's up, Andrew, man? Did Dodgers win? Did they play? Dodgers, man, y'all got a comfortable lead in the West, but don't get too comfortable. Yep. Jake says, I'm glad they won, but Peraza's pop-out bunt kind of bothered me. Yeah, the bunt, look, I mean, you could tell the guy don't know how to bunt. Paul O'Neill said it. When you bunt, you don't jab at the ball. That's the last thing you want to do. If anything, you let the ball come to the bat. That's it. That was a terrible bunt. Terrible bunt, man. But we got it done though. If we wouldn't have got it done and they came back and won, I'm sure that would have been like a talking point, right? But it's one of those things, man, that, like, I really don't understand, especially a guy like Peraza, right? Who's not hitting, right? He's not the greatest hitter, good defender and everything. But a guy like that, man, you should be able to bunt. Like, if it was me, like, somebody needs to talk to him, like, and be like, hey, man, like, this is one of those skills that you want in your tool set. It's valuable. Laying down a bunt, it's not easy, but it's super valuable. Whatever the analytics say, I don't care what they say. If you can lay down a bunt when nobody else can, there's value to that. And yeah, that wasn't good. You could tell that he wasn't comfortable doing it, but at least they tried, right? They gave it a shot. But that's something they should be working on. Like, you can work on that all day. They got batting cages in the tunnels down there in the stadium. They should be there all day just working on bunts. Especially guys like Peraza, who's not hitting for crap, Another big storyline was the, a little twist in the lineup, nothing crazy. Dominguez was left at leadoff, which is good. They had Grisham batting third. I don't understand that. I would have rather had Bellinger third and then put Grisham, Grisham second, I'm sorry. And then Judge batting third. I feel like the top three, Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger, should always stay the same. That should not change. Stephen B says Cashman will get a promotion and stay as a role. Maybe. Who knows? I think that he's done though. I really do. I really think it's done. Jonathan, let me add you to right now. I only have it open the stats for the I only have it open for members, but let me add you to this, man. Hold on. All right, try now. Try now, Jonathan. Yep. All right, let's look at the standings real quick. I don't know if my thing updated it, but we should be 2 games behind. Yep. We're 2 games behind the Blue Jays. And we're going to face the Cubs in a 3-game set. The Cubs are pretty good. The Cubs are actually really good. So it's going to be tough. But we need these games. Right now we're coming off a 4-game win streak. I'd like us to at least take 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. That'd be nice. Let me look at the Cubs, what their record looks like. Oh, they're right in it too. The Brewers are battling with them. Aaron Judge batting .356, 34 home runs, 78 RBIs. I mean, those are GOAT numbers right there. You know, MVP, it's not even a question at this point. It really isn't, in my opinion. All right, let me look at today's box score real quick, and then we'll even check the Cubs box score too. Why not? So obviously, the Yankees win 6-5. Somebody's trying to pull up a stat. Eugenio Suarez. Is this it right here? Oh. Yeah, Devin Williams. Giancarlo Stanton with the huge home run. So I was trying to see something real quick. I'm trying to fix this. And then tomorrow, our matchup tomorrow is we got Chris Flexen. Man, that's a great name right there. Chris Flexen going up against Carlos Rodon. I mean, this guy's numbers look great, but what are they doing? Obviously he has to be a bullpen guy. I'm not familiar with their arms like that, but I mean they're probably gonna try to do you know, one of those piece it together with the bullpen. Hold on, what's going on here? All right, that's tomorrow. Then on Saturday we got Saturday if it's announced. All right, Matthew Boyd up against Max Fried. So I feel good. Obviously, Matthew Boyd, he's going to be tough. He's a tough pitcher too, but I like our chances, especially going up against Max Fried. And let's see if Sunday's game pitchers are announced. Shota Imanaga going up against Will Warren. Like, if we could take this series, there's a good chance, man. A really good chance that we can at least, you know, maybe even be in first place or tie first place before the All-Star break. And granted, the Blue Jays got to lose. They got to lose, but, I mean, we just got to – don't even worry about them. We just got to keep winning. That's what I say. Just keep winning, and it's going to happen. Eventually, they're going to start losing. They can't sustain that pace they're on. Rudy Olgen says, let's go Yankees. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. D-Train says, World Series caliber team right here. Oh, man, it's crazy, right? When they lose, we're like, oh, it's over. When they win, it's like World Series back on. No, man, we got a long way to go. This team still has obvious problems. And the biggest problem, man, to me is the bullpen. And even the starting rotation, too. But the bullpen, to me, is even more important. We have to fix the bullpen. And I'm sure that Cashman is going to fix it. You know, Real Bill P says he take a chance on Sandy Alcantara. My thing with Sandy Alcantara is, first of all, he's getting paid a lot of money. All right. This year alone, even though we won't pay all of that because it'll be prorated, but he's making $17.3 million. Next year, $17.3 million. And then 2027, he has a club option. And if the club exercises that option, he'll be making $21 million. So it's a lot of money, man. A lot of money for a guy with a 7 ERA. Don't get me wrong. If he's on, right, if he could be the Sandy Alcantara of before, then it's well worth it. That's a bargain right there. You take that any day. But do you really think that the Yankees and Matt Blake can fix him or unlock whatever it is, or maybe a change of scenery and he turns it up a notch? I don't know. I don't know. But I agree with Real Build, man. It's high risk, high reward situation, man. And then Feed the Strike Zone's in the building. What's up, man? Yassine says, biggest win for the Yankees so far this season. What a comeback win. Yeah, it was a great win, man. Great comeback win. I don't know if it's the biggest win. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I think that win versus the Mets might have been the biggest win to me so far, especially that play by Cody Bellinger. I think that right there kind of turned everything around. It kind of shifted the momentum that was going away from the Yankees. Because before that, nothing went our way. That whole streak, man, those 2 6-game losing streaks and all of that, like we couldn't get a call. We could not catch a break. Nothing went our way. I think once Bellinger made that play, I don't know. It's crazy, man. But I believe in momentum, and I think that the team kind of shifted a little bit. But if that ball drops in the outfield there, if it makes it in the grass, man, who knows what happens with this team? Stephen B says if we're down 2 or 3 and All-Star, if we're down within 2 to 3 games, we have a good, man. We have a great shot right now. I agree. Even if we're down 3 games at the All-Star, like it's not over, man. People that are like, "Oh, it's over," bro. It's far from over, way far from over. But man, we can't let it get any further than that, man. Because look, every day that passes, like time is not on our side. Every day that passes is gonna become tougher, right? I think right now we just kind of have to try to keep it where we're at least at the very minimum, keep it 1 or 2 games behind Toronto, because we're going to play them for 3 games in the end of July, and then again in September we have another 3-game set versus them. So it's definitely not over. Definitely. Bam Bam was good. Bam Bam, my cousin Bam Bam's in the building. Stadium was rocking. Yeah, it was, man. Yankee fans needed that. We needed that. I really wanted like a game-winning home run or at least a hit, but we'll take the sac fly. We'll take it. And if he says no way on Alcantara, if there's a Marlins pitcher, it's Edward Cabrera. Yeah, he's been inconsistent himself, but you know what I'm gonna turn off the thing. If you want to pull up anybody's stats, just put exclamation point and the player's name, and it'll all pull up, man. I'm gonna open it up for everybody. Max is in the building. Max was good, man. Best win of the season. Yeah, and it was really needed too. We needed this win. With a win like this, man, it just shows that this team is not that they're not bowing out. A lot of people say they don't care about winning. Come on, guys. If you say that, like, of course they care about winning. Maybe not as much as you do, but they gotta care. Like, they're human, dude. I get it, they're millionaires and stuff, but they gotta care. Volpe, man. He had a big moment there. He could have came through, and I think he just missed one. He's starting to look a little better, a little bit. I get it. He didn't do anything today, right? He went 0 for 4 again. He's batting 214 or 215. Let me put him up. But his swings are looking a little bit better. So hopefully he could, I'm not saying he's going to catch fire and do great, but like if my memory serves me correctly, every time like after an All-Star break, he comes out doing good. I think sometimes Volpe, I think he gets tired, man. I really do. I think he's one of those guys, he shouldn't be playing 158 games a season or 160 games a season, whatever he's playing now. He's a guy that needs rest, man. His body probably just can't hang with that. That's what I think. I think a couple days off, on the All-Star break will serve him well, and he'll come back and hopefully be a lot better. Yeah, Volpe always bats when there's runners in scoring position. That's why he got so many RBIs. And he also has the most runners left on base, too. Go figure. Yasin says, what about the comeback win versus the Padres? Yeah, early in the year. Is that the one where JC Escarra had the sac fly? I know we had some comeback, but this one is more important because the team hasn't been looking good, man. Especially extra innings, we haven't been able to do nothing, and especially after Peraza failed sac bunt attempt, man. Like, come on, man. You guys making me old. Come on. All right. You know what? Let's listen to Judge's interview after the game real quick. And but before we do that, make sure you like the video if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, man, all that good stuff. You can. All right. Let's go here. Oh, video unavailable. They took it down. Give me a second. Then you guys going crazy. See, that's why I don't like opening it up to everybody, because you guys just start going crazy with their Josh Smoker. Oh my God, man. What are we doing? Stephen B, man, I'm about to take you off the exception list, man. That's why I don't like doing that. See, as soon as I open it up, you guys don't know, you can't control yourselves. That's why I have to take, man, come on, man. All right. I don't know what happened with let's see if this video's still up. You know what I noticed? That Yes Network, after they don't post their stuff right away, I think because they don't want people using their videos and stuff. But I see it here anyway, so let's go ahead and let's listen to Mr. Aaron Judge. Oh, forget it. We're not putting that up. They're listening to music in the background. That is a no-go. No-go. But who do you guys think, man? Who do you guys think the Yankees should go after? Like, realistically, who you think they should go after? I get everybody wants Eugenio Suarez and all that. I get it, man. But so does every other team in the league right now, most likely. So what do you think is going to happen? Stephen B says Class A, Pirates closer to Pirates closer and Suarez. Yep. I mean, look, the Pirates have a lot of guys right now that we could get. You know, they got Mitch Keller, who's out there, who I wouldn't be mad if they got, or David Bednar. I'd even take, if we could get some arms like that, I'd take an IKF with that, you know. Then you got the Rockies with Ryan McMahon and Jake Bird and these guys. Are they going to trade him? Who knows? He's making a lot of money too, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I get it. He's not the greatest hitter. The only thing with McMahon that I don't like is that he strikes out a ton, man. And I think that that's really not what we need right now. Kamama says, I thought the Mets got Mitch Keller. I guess that was a rumor. I don't know. Is that true? Let's see. Oh, yeah. You're right. They did. Holy smokes. Damn. Freaking Mets, man. See, that's what I want the Yankees to do. Like, get active. Get active in the trade market. You're right, Cat Mama. And I'll put this up right here real quick. Oh, no, it's a potential trade. Hold on. I need something. I don't like this website. I need something more. All right. I don't think it's official yet. Yeah, it's not official, Cat Mama. It's not official. That was BS right there. It's not official, but a package has been leaked, I guess, and they are pushing to get him. So, but they don't got him yet. They don't have him yet. No, it hasn't happened yet. But I mean, they're pushing for it. Let me put this back here. Miguel Garcia and Seth Lugo. That would be great, if the Royals will actually do that, you know. And I hear the rumors about Lugo and everything, but it's not even been confirmed. I think they're just kind of like just testing the waters to see what's out there. The Royals are pretty much out. The Tigers are running away with that division. The Royals have no chance at even a wild card spot right now. So, I mean, I could see it happening. I think that'd be a great trade if we could get that. But obviously, somebody like that is going to cost us. It's going to cost us big time. Let me look at the AL Central. Yeah, the Tigers are 59-35, 13 games up against the Royals. The Guardians are 14.5 games behind them. So every team besides the Tigers in this division is sellers. They should be sellers, In the East, the East is, besides the Orioles, man, the East could go any way right now. It really can. It really, really can. Let me see who's pitching for Toronto tomorrow. 1 second. Oh, great. The Blue Jays have a cush schedule right now. This is the Blue Jays pitcher matchup tomorrow. They're playing the A's. Max Scherzer versus Luis Severino. Wow. I expect the Blue Jays to win that game, so we need to start winning. We need to win. That's tomorrow's game. Then Saturday, they're looking at Kevin Gausman versus Jacob Lopez. So essentially, they got their best pitchers going up against the damn A's. Their Springs, man. Yeah, we got to win. We got to find a way to beat the Cubs for sure. Because I don't see the Blue Jays losing any of those games versus the A's, most likely. Andrew says, who do you guys play? We play the Chicago Cubs, and they're tough, man. And they gave the Dodgers a lot of problems. Yacine, I want a complete hitter, mostly contact with some pop, less struggles, and more consistent hitting. Man, my whole thing, to be honest with you, Stephen B., especially today, yeah, we could use another bat, right? We need another bat. But I think even more importantly, man, we need pitching. We need a bullpen and maybe another starter. But definitely, we need like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 3 arms in that bullpen. Like that bullpen needs a whole overhaul. Oh, you know what? I take that back. 2 arms. I take 2 arms because we do have Fernando Cruz coming back in September. Mark Leiter Jr., I'm sure, is going to make a return at some point. He's not the greatest. I get it, but, he's not terrible either. E. Frost has been pitching much better lately. But that guy, man, he's made out of glass. So hopefully he can last, half a season at least. Yeah, man, the Cubs are really good. Leiter's pathetic. I don't know why he is on this team. He's not terrible, man. They overuse him, I think. I think he's a guy you can't. He's not a guy you should bring out every day. Maybe once every 3 days, and no more than an inning. But Boone, for some reason, Boone loves going to him. That's his guy, man. He's going to him every chance he get. And he's not really a high leverage guy either. DJ was held up with duct tape and glass. No, man. Oh, man. Come on. Yeah, he's not the greatest, but I take Mark Leiter Jr. over Ian Hamilton any day. Like the one guy that every time he comes out there, I'm like, oh man, here we go. Is Ian Hamilton. And you know what? Really, I started liking Mark Leiter Jr. Versus that when we had that series versus the Reds. Man, he didn't have to go out there. Like we had nobody else to throw out there. He pitched 2 days in a row. The second day he pitched like 2 innings, ended up hurting himself. That's crazy, right? Turns out he ended up hurting himself that game. But he showed me a lot of guts that day, and I gained a lot of respect for him. I really did. Because a lot of guys, man, they won't do that. You know, they're not going to risk their arm or injury. And he ended up getting hurt, too. It's crazy. Because I remember when that happened, I was right here, sitting right here, and I was like, man, why did they do that? You know, like you're risking injury doing that stuff. This guy's not built like that. Yeah, a lot of pitchers won't even do that. Remember Josh Hader when they wanted him to go more than 1 inning with the Padres, I think, and he told them no. He said, I'm not pitching more than 1 inning. That's it, you know. And it was because of that, because he didn't want to risk getting injured. He knew he was coming up on a big contract. A lot of pitchers won't do that. A lot of pitchers won't, and he did it. So, and I get it, he's not the greatest, but I do have a lot of respect for him after that. He's a team player. You got to give it to him. The Cubs are potential World Series teams, so how they play against them, how we play against them will show a lot about this team. Yeah. Look, a lot of teams right now, we're coming up on the All-Star break, right? After this month, after July, is when we really start getting a look at, okay, what teams are really serious. Because a lot of players are going to start moving around. And it's going to be tough, man, to get players. You know, we could sit here and say, we want this player, we want that player, we want this player, right? But then in the same breath, right? And I'm talking from what I see, right? As fans, right? We want this guy, we want that guy. And in the same breath, we say, but we're not giving up him. We're not willing to give up this guy. We're not willing to give up this. And it's like, dude, if you want something, right? If you want these players, you better be willing to give up everything. Like everybody needs to be on the trading. Like all chips need to be on the table then at that point. And you know, I'm not sure exactly what the Yankees and Cashman feel about that, but look, man, if you want to get a guy like Eugenio Suarez, a lot of teams are in on him. You know, you're gonna have to give up something. You're not gonna get him for Everson Pereira, you know, unless you throw something on top of that. You're not gonna get him for, I don't know, whoever else. Name for Yorbit Vivas. You know, that's not gonna happen. And he's a renter too, so I don't know. And maybe they extend him. Because there are talks that they've been talking. His agents and the Diamondbacks have been talking about an extension. He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave Arizona. He likes it there. Why the Mariners ever gave him up, I don't know, you know, because they could have had it, and they lack offense too. So, and they had it right there and didn't even know it. But anyway, Aiden says, Fireside Yankee says Andres Munoz was tipping pitches. I mean, maybe he was. I don't know. I got to look back and see. I wasn't really. When somebody's tipping pitches, man, you got to really go back and look, unless it's blatantly obvious. You know, but it could be anything, man. A lot of these guys are pros. That's why you got to have a repeatable, when you pitch, right? And I try to tell like my son this all the time. You have to be repeatable. Your slide, you cannot, if you have anything that, like when you're throwing a slider, I tell him, but when you're trying to throw a slider, it looks different than when you're throwing a fastball. And a good hitter will pick up on that real quick. And he tipping. Maybe he was tipping pitches. I don't know. I got to look back at it, Aiden. But a lot of people always say, oh, they was tipping pitches. This guy's tipping pitches. I'm like, you know, and maybe he was. I don't know. That's what I mean. I got to see it. How was he tipping pitches, though? That's what I want to know. Like, exactly how was he tipping pitches? Oh, well, Ian Hamilton is worse. Belida is bad. Jay, I don't think the Cubs are a World Series team just yet. For $99 trillion. Oh, man. Even if Cashman signed me for all that money, I'll still be here with you guys, man. I promise you. Yeah, I saw that apparently Grisham was waving his hand on second base every time Munoz threw a slider. Don't know how true that is. And I mean, maybe he saw something, but these guys use pitch comp, so he's not stealing signs. He's not stealing signs, not with the pitch count. Maybe he sees something, or maybe he was looking in his glove. It could be that. It could be, but I tell you what, every pitch was pretty much a slider. So what are you guessing at that point? He may have threw a few fastballs that whole inning. I don't know. And at the end of the game, my thing, right, with that, like stealing signs is part of the game. If you showing, or not signs, but even the way, cause when they hold the ball, right, in the glove, and they're holding it like this. Hold on, let me grab a ball. If a guy's on second and he can see your glove, right? He can see the inside of the glove, how you holding it and everything, then that's your fault as a pitcher. Because you should be more deceptive than that. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. If I could see the grip, but don't always go by that. Because even Pedro Martinez said, right? Pedro Martinez said that he would do that on purpose when it was a guy on second, because he knew that they were looking at his grip. So he would show it to them on purpose. And as soon as his hand broke from the glove, he'd change it, you know? So like right here, you see his fastball, four seam, and then as soon as he broke, he'd change it to a changeup and then throw it like that and trick them when they steal a sign. So, like, if he was tipping pitchers or whatever, that's his fault, man. The Yankees, I expect them to take advantage of everything. As long as you're not cheating, it's fine. That's how I see it. Don't cheat. Cheating's not good. Cheating is no bueno. No bueno. But yeah, man, 4 games in a row, it feels so good, right? After losing so much, man, to win 4 games, especially right now too, where it's like really, really close, um, is refreshing. Now if we could have a good series versus the Cubs, take 2 out of 3, maybe even 3 out of 3, who knows? But 2 out of 3 at least. For crying out loud, we got Rodon and Max Fried. We should take 2 out of 3, and that'd be great. That'd be great. I forgot to ask you guys, all right? Jazz Chisholm is going to participate in the 2025 Home Run Derby. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts? You think it's a good idea? You think the Yankees are happy about that? Jake says, honestly, he don't like the idea. I'll give you my opinion, son, but Real Bill says bad idea. And then why? So why do you think it's a bad idea? I think Jazz is the perfect guy for it because he's a showman. He's going to make it fun. So that's cool. But me personally, I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's a bad idea. I don't want him doing it. Especially him because he goes all out, right? With everything. We don't need to risk any injuries, or anything like that, and even he said it, like he's trying to do like like bring down his swing and his level of play to like 70%. He don't have to go 100% all the time. And I feel like he's gonna go over there trying to go 100%. And there's a reason. Remember when Judge did it? He came back and he wasn't the same. I think a lot of players, when they do it, people say it messes up their swing. That could be it. I don't think that's it, man. Yeah, Ken, I was just thinking that oblique strain inbound. He is gonna push it, and that's what scares me, man. I think the Yankees should talk to him. Like, look, dude, just go over there, have fun, but don't go crazy, please. But he's not. He won't listen. He's going there to win that thing. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, man. Well, I'll be rooting for him in the home run derby. A lot of guys ain't doing it no more. Like Peter Alonso's not doing it. Peter Alonso was the most, man. He'd be there between rounds doing deadlifts and stuff. Like, what is going on with this guy? He's not gonna do it. Judge obviously isn't doing it. A lot of players don't want to do it no more. It's not as I don't know. It's not a big thing like it was before. Stephen B says Jazz, as long as he uses his normal swing, he should be fine. Personally, I don't think he's getting past round one. Oh man, but my thing is that he's not gonna be using. Nobody's using a normal swing in the home run derby. Nobody's using a normal swing. So I think I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I like the same thing. Even when guys go play winter ball and stuff like that, like I understand why they do it, and I think it's good for certain players. But certain players who are like big stars on teams and stuff, you know, I don't like them doing that. Like when Ronald Acuna Jr. was playing in the playing winter ball and stuff, I was like, that's probably a bad idea. Look at who's that guy from the Mets? Mauricio, not Mauricio, Mauricio, Ron Mauricio, whatever. He freaking tore his knee up in winter ball. I think it's something like that, man. Like certain players, you don't let them do that. Like the World Baseball Classic, judges participating in it. Even that, I'm happy though in a way, but there's a part of me that's like, man, is it worth it? Look what happened to Edwin Diaz. I get it's the World Baseball Classic, but at the end of the day, the World Series is the most important, man. And certain players, man, you just can't afford to let them go and put themselves at risk like that for injury. You just can't. You really can't. Donnie Clark was good, man. Yeah, that was a great slide by Volpe. A great slide by Volpe and an even worse tag by what's his name? By Cal Raleigh. Yeah, DJ's gone, brother. When we had Giambi, he used his own regular swing and won it before. But Giambi is not Jazz Chisholm, though. Giambi had a lot of power. Jazz Chisholm has power too, don't get me wrong, but look at him and look at Giambi. Giambi, allegedly was probably juiced up too. He's probably juiced up. But anyway, guys, again, great win by the Yankees. Please, if you haven't, like the video. Yeah, Jazz in the home run derby. That's what we was just talking about, Donnie. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's a good idea, man. I don't want to risk him getting hurt. But, he's going to do it. So be it, man. It's going to be fun, though. Again, like the video on your way out. I appreciate it. Let's go Yankees, baby. 4 in a row. 3 more games before the All-Star break. A much-needed break by this team. But we got to finish this one strong. We got Rodon tomorrow. Max Fried on Saturday. And then Will Warren Sunday, I believe. So let's win this series. We're 2 games behind the Blue Jays for first place. It is not over yet at all. We got a ton of baseball to play, and I really do believe that we're gonna take back that first place spot, or we're gonna be fighting. It's gonna be a dogfight. Cashman needs to make certain moves. You need to strengthen the bullpen, possibly get another starter, and let's get a real third baseman in there, and we'll be all right, man. I think we're gonna be all right. Andrew, man, take care. I appreciate you, Stephen B. All you guys, Yassine, Ken. Make sure you go follow Ken at the Yankees The Ugly Truth too. The link should be up here somewhere. Yeah, Cat Mama, everybody, man. I appreciate you guys. Again, smack that like button. And I'll see you tomorrow night, right? Peace.